Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All of It and More podcast, episode 10. Today, we're talking about boundaries. My name is Amanda Moore, and I am a small business owner slash mom slash wife and runner and trying to just juggle all the things. So that's why we call this the All of It and More podcast, because we're sharing all of it. So I kind of want to share what's been going on the front of run coaching, and I just absolutely love it, and seeing people take their next steps in their running journey, as well as coaching my small group classes. And some people are like, if I join your gym and do your small group classes, am I going to become a runner? I go, maybe, but there's no forced entry into having to run like a 5K or whatever if you want to be a part of our small group gym. But running is a huge part of who I am and what I love to do. And run coaching goes along with that. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about finding those healthy boundaries with yourself, with running, as well as if you are a coach or teacher, all of that. It's been kind of almost like a stressful couple of weeks juggling the teacher-parent ratio that I have right now, because I'm K-6 music, as well as so I interact with a lot of people on a daily basis, whether it's in the school or it's at the gym or it's remote with my remote coaching online. So there's a lot of, I call it peopling all the time. And I don't know if any of you are in the same boat. And if you're listening and the headline boundaries caught your attention, you probably, if you're like me as a people pleaser, struggle with finding the correct boundaries to put and being okay with people not liking the boundaries that you have in place or that you decide to put in place for your mental health, as well as your physical health and your professional development in your life. And so that's where kind of I'm at, finding not allowing an email to spin me. For instance, I got an email from a parent and it kind of spun me a little bit, and I was like, why am I allowing this person to control how I feel? And when I know I was in the right, but I don't like that someone doesn't like me, or it's just finding like what boundaries do I need to put in place around my heart as well as my professional life, so that I am not allowing people, their emotions or their expectations on me to impact the decisions that I make for myself, for my family, and for what I do with my career or my athletic goals. So I have been, this has kind of been something I'm starting to put in place with boundaries, like finding that moment where, okay, maybe I am not the right coach for you because you are overstepping boundaries, or you are overstepping lines that I can't either help you with or I can't help you reach, and being okay with saying no. And I think that's so cliche. Yes, just say no. Yeah. You need to learn that it's okay. I'm not going to respond to every text. I'm not going to respond to every email in the same minute that it was sent to me. Yes, I'll respond, but within a healthy time frame and a healthy response. So it's not just, right away respond. No, find the healthy balance. Maybe after 8:00 at night, you're not responding to texts or emails. You're not even looking at your email. I know that's hard for us, those of us that work all day and then have our side hustle and have to try to respond. I get it. But you need to find what works best for you. And same with me. I need to figure out where I can put in the boundaries. After 9:00 at night, I'm not on my phone. I'm not responding to text. I'm not looking at my email, because that's what happened. I looked at that email at 9:00 on a Wednesday evening, and I could not sleep that whole night because I was it bothered me. So that's not a healthy response, and that's not putting healthy boundaries in place. So I am learning that as a coach, as a wife, mother, teacher, and a business owner, there's boundaries that have to be put in place. It doesn't make me a bad mom. It doesn't make me a bad wife, coach, teacher, business owner, it's helped preserving me to be better in all those other areas, that I have the energy to give to those that need my attention. Like my kids, they are the first priority. My husband, they are the first priority, not the people that I coach, not those that I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the school. So that when things are starting to get off balance and my kids are not feeling, or you can sense that your kids are feeling like out of balance, like if your work life is taking over and all of that. So I'm trying to learn to shut it off, learn to prioritize my time better. I have this calendar that I've been using. This I forget the name of it. I should put the link below. I got it off Amazon. And just like if I write out my goals, or even tell Siri in my notes, hey, put this in, then I'm not just like dwelling on it and forgetting to do it. So if I plan what my week needs to look like, and I have that all set in place, anything that tends to take away from that needs to go away. So I need to figure out, or you need to figure out, write out your goals for the week, set those as your priority, and then if things like, oh wait, that's not in the goal for this week, I don't need to add that to my plate because that's going to take away from my overall goal. So it's getting to that point where we're invited to all these birthday parties. Well, right now, a healthy boundary is like we cannot go to every single birthday party we're invited to. That does not mean I don't love everybody. That does not mean I don't care. But where my husband and I are in our lives, we have a lot of people that would like us to go to their kids' birthday parties, or like us to go to their birthday parties, and we just like physically can't, or ask us to dinner. Like we cannot do that. It's like setting these boundaries. We have got to say no to preserve our special family time on certain nights of the week, because when something's taking away from that time, the boundaries are out of whack, and it's going to reflect in our relationships that are important to us. So like write down what are your relationships that mean the most to you, and make sure you're doing everything in your power to put boundaries up to protect them. And that is, I'm speaking to myself, like finding boundaries in places like I'm not going to respond to that text right now because XYZ. And also like being okay with letting certain people go because they're not respecting the boundaries that you have in place. And honestly, I would, and this is for me, I need to set clear boundaries and let people know these are the times that I can respond. These are the things that I will be able to do, and these are the things that I will not be able to do. It does not mean I don't love you and I don't respect you as a client or as a friend. I just have to put these in place to protect myself, my kids, and my family. So I hope this speaks to you. It's speaking to me. It's a lifelong journey that I'm on, figuring out, putting in the healthy boundaries, but also wanting to grow and get stronger as an athlete, as well as a coach and a business owner. But just always remember, what is the most important thing? Your family, your livelihood, yes, but your family, if they're feeling that they're not getting the attention that they need, and vice versa. If there's boundaries there, like you can say no to everything that your kid asks to do. It's not about that. It's just finding healthy boundaries in every area of your life. And when one thing is taking so much of you, then it's probably a sign that the boundaries are not healthy. So I hope this was helpful for you. I know it is for me, and freeing as I'm learning to say no and letting people go, and just finding the secret sauce to figuring this life out. So have an awesome day, friends. Thanks for listening, and have fun finding those healthy boundaries. Reach out if you ever need some advice extra out of this podcast. But I appreciate your listen, and I will post that agenda that I've been using. That's super, super cool. All right. Well, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.